To Bihar now, where a journalist was shot dead by unidentified men in the Araria area today. The four accused walked into his house, knocked the door, and when he opened the door, they simply opened fire. The journalist was shot in the chest and died on the spot. The victim has been identified as Bimal Yadav and was employed at Dainik Jagaran, which is a very popular newspaper. The incident has caused a massive uproar. It is coming just days after the shocking murder of a sub-inspector in the Samastipur district by cattle smugglers. Now, in this case, it is being learned that the accused had also murdered Vimal Yadav's brother, and Vimal was the only eyewitness in this case. He had also, in fact, testified against the killer in court. Now it is being probed whether that is the reason for this murder. Meanwhile, the two incidents have put the spotlight on the law and order situation in Bihar and the state's growing lawlessness. The opposition, in fact, slamming the Nitish Kumar-led Bihar government for its failures. They are saying that the chief minister is more interested in Delhi than in Bihar.
दुख की बात हो तो देख रहा है पुलिस कोई किसी के बारे में हुआ है, अभी एक न्यूज आया, तुरंत हमने अधिकारियों को कह दिया कि क्या हुआ है जी, इस तरह से हुआ, हमको बड़ा दुख हुआ। हम यहाँ आने के पहले देखे हैं न्यूज में, तो हमको लगा कि भाई कैसे किसी पत्रकार का हुआ, तो हमने तुरंत अधिकारियों को कहा इसको देखिए, और मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ कि कैसे किसी की हो गया, तो देख रहा है तुरंत।
नीतीश कुमार जी आराम से दिल्ली और बॉम्बे घूम रहे हैं और बिहार में उनको अपराध दिखता ही नहीं। एक नया चश्मा उनको हम लोग को देना पड़ेगा जिसमें बिहार के अपराध उनको दिखे कि बिहार में पुलिस वाले मर रहे हैं, बिहार में पत्रकार की हत्या हो रही है, गौ तस्कर जागृत हो गए हैं, बालू माफिया, शराब माफिया और गुंडों का राज स्थापित हो गया है। नीतीश कुमार जी के लिए बाहर से चश्मा बनाना पड़ेगा।
किसी भी पत्रकार की देश के किसी भी हिस्से में इस प्रकार की घटनाओं को हम सही नहीं मानते हैं। ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। हम निर्भीक और स्वतंत्र पत्रकारिता के पक्षधर हैं। जो भी इस मामले में इन्वॉल्व हैं उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई के संकेत पहले ही मिल चुके हैं, लेकिन अकेले बिहार में नहीं, हम चाहते हैं समूचे देश में जहां जहां भी स्थानीय स्तर पर पत्रकार निर्भीकता के साथ अपने फर्ज का निर्वाह कर रहे हैं, उन सब की सुरक्षाओं के बंदोबस्त होने चाहिए। ये अकेले बिहार की घटना नहीं, ये दर्शाती है पूरे देश के माइंडसेट को।
पत्रकार जो लोकतंत्र का चौथा स्तंभ है, पत्रकारों की हत्या हो रही है हमारे राज्य में। जिस तरीके से अररिया में, रानीगंज में, वहां पर जिस तरीके से विमल कुमार यादव जी की आज सुबह उनकी गोली मारकर हत्या कर दी गई। आपके राज्य में पत्रकार सुरक्षित नहीं है मुख्यमंत्री जी, आपके राज्य में पुलिस के अधिकारी सुरक्षित नहीं है, तो आम बिहारी तो बहुत दूर की बात है भाई। आम बिहारी ने तो अब आपसे उम्मीद तक छोड़ दी है। जितनी हत्याओं पे अब हम जाते हैं वहां के लोग खुद रोते हैं, खुद अपने आंसू पोंछ लेते हैं। मांग तक उन्होंने रखना छोड़ दिया है।
Let me go across to my guest for a very, very quick chat. Nikhil Anand is spokesperson of the Bihar BJP, joining us on the broadcast. Abdul Basit is an RJD leader, and Anshul Avijit is a Congress spokesperson. Thank you all very much for joining us here. I think the first question should have gone to the JDU. The JDU, hasn't sent a representative here, which is okay. We have Abdul Basit and Anshul Avijit. Anshul Avijit, can you please help me understand how a chief minister can get away by saying that Bihar mein sab kuch theek hai? Yesterday, he made the comment saying that crime rates are actually low in Bihar and that the BJP unnecessarily is making a hue and cry about it. How is the BJP unnecessarily making a hue and cry if in broad daylight a journalist can be shot dead, if in broad daylight you have a cop who can be shot dead?
Let's keep the BJP aside for a minute. I think this was an absolutely dastardly act, totally reprehensible. I condemn it in the strongest possible words. I mean, the journalistic fraternity in Bihar everywhere must be shell-shocked. So my sympathies to them, to the family. This is terrible. Now, the Chief Minister has said that a quick probe has taken place. I believe that they've already arrested one person out of four. They're quick on the job. They're going to arrest them. You are asking the right questions, as you should. But I want to assure you that the administration is in full command of the situation and taking necessary measures about doing it. Now, I mean, to say that Bihar has slipped into some kind of lawlessness, right? I think it's a bit over dramatization of the situation in that sense, notwithstanding the dastardly act that has happened. There's no doubt about it. It shouldn't have happened. It has happened. I believe that it is not related to his journalistic life, but whatever is the cause of this. It should never have happened. They are taking full measures. But to call it a state of, descending into lawlessness, doesn't really help. Because then if you say that, then what do you call Manipur? What do you call something which is happening in Haryana? There is a certain proportionality which you must give to every single incident, however tragic it may be. And if you go by NCRB reports, then that tells a completely different kind of story. So, this kind of rhetoric, political rhetoric, I've heard many times before, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, you're right to ask that question. The BJP can ask that question, so it should. The opposition should. You should ask that question as well, as you are. But it doesn't help if you call such dramatic language to understand what is happening in Bihar. This is purely political language in which they're speaking in. To understand the situation in perspective and why there are historical reasons, different reasons why crime happens in different states. If you go by NCRB reports, there are very few states that have covered themselves in glory. I mean, almost all of them are culpable in some manner of crime or the other. Whether it's kidnapping, I don't want to go into that, who is better than the other, because I don't want to go about whataboutery in this particular incident, or whether it's in UP or other
Anshul
states.
Avijit,
But
okay,
yes.
Anshul Avijit, essentially what you're saying is what KC Tyagi has said as well. It doesn't only happen in Bihar; it happens across the country. But really, is that what you should be saying in a week when you have a cop who's been shot dead and a journalist who's been shot dead? I'll let Nikhil Anand respond to what you have said. Nikhil Anand, essentially, what the ruling dispensation in Bihar is saying is let there be a sense of proportionality. Don't hype issues. Is this hyping issues?
No, I don't think so. No one is hyping the issue. The kind of statement JDU and Congress people are giving, it is a complete cunning elitist statement. You see that today only the journalist Vimal Yadav was killed. A day before, double murder took place in Bhagalpur. A day before, 3 murders took place in North Bihar. And before that, the SHO, Nantishore Yadav, the honest SHO, he was killed while catching the cattle smugglers. And I'm telling you that Nitish Kumar, since the time he has started sitting in the lap of Lalu Prasad Yadav, RJD Supremo, he is daydreaming to become the PM of this country. But surprisingly, he has lost all control over the law and order. The politics of Bihar is completely out of the hand of Nitish Kumar. He is a desperate man now. And I want to say that at least we can expect a sensible statement from the Chief Minister, who is also the Home Minister of Bihar. If we don't have the time, we should make somebody else the Home Minister of Bihar. But he's just wasting time. You see, in Patna itself, in July, 30 murders took place. In June, more than 30 murders took place. I'm telling you, the report which has been cited by the SSP of Patna in the press conference. So my point is that the law and order has collapsed. The claim of good governance has failed.
Okay.
And Nitish Kumar is nowadays, he's just daydreaming to become the Prime Minister, wandering here and there in other states, and he's ignoring Bihar. I want to request Nitish Kumar that what happened? Who was Rajdev Ranjan Yadav, who was killed in Siwan? He was also a journalist. A journalist in Samastipur was also killed. A journalist in Begusrai was also killed. 2 journalists were killed in Ara, Bhojpur area. And this is the another case. And no culprit has been accused, have been caught. And police is just doing an eyewash. I'm telling you. So those people, K.C. Tyagi and Anshul, is
Okay, I think you've made your point.
They have,
I think you've made your point. Abdul Basit, you're an RJD leader. There is a comment that the BJP spokesperson has made on the RJD whose rule was famous as the jungle rule in Bihar. I know the RJD gets upset with it, but that was the reality of Bihar then. Things did improve. Now you have a spate of crimes in the state. When people say this is lawlessness, you have a problem with it. Has Sushan Kumar forgotten Bihar? Because he wants to become he is dreaming to be the Chief Minister of India, as the BJP spokesperson is putting it?
देखिए मैडम, मैं आपको स्पष्ट कर दूं, बीजेपी क्या कह रही है, बीजेपी बिहार के लिए क्या कर रही है, सबको जगजाहिर है। अभी जो विषय है बेसिकली श्री नंदकिशोर यादव, जो कि पुलिस के बहुत ही महान अधिकारी, उनका बड़ा ज़बरदस्त ट्रैक है बिहार में, और उसके अलावा विमल यादव जी, जो कि दैनिक जागरण के मुख्य संपादक रहे हैं और बहुत ही विख्यात प्रसिद्ध प्रचारक रहे हैं मीडिया के। मगर आज जो सिचुएशन है, डिबेट का विषय नहीं है। बेसिकली दोनों लोगों के लिए बिहार की जनता भी बहुत ही ज़्यादा आहत है और बहुत ज़्यादा इसके लिए पूरा शासन हमारा इसके लिए पूरा निंदा करता है। आरजेडी और जेडीयू और इसका कंसर्न नहीं है कि किसकी सरकार है, क्या है। सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा है कि दोनों लोगों को दिन दहाड़े किसी भी प्रकार, अब इसकी जो जिम्मेदारियां हैं वो केंद्र सरकार ने, आपका जो बीजेपी का चीफ है उसके ऊपर जिम्मेदारियां डाली है कि इस तरीके से वायलेशन कराई है। इसके पीछे हूबहू आप पूरी जांच होगी इसके पीछे जो बीजेपी के 100% बीजेपी के लोग हैं जो इस तरह के वायलेशन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। मगर बिहार की जनता बहुत समझदार है, बहुत काबिल है, वो इन सब चीजों को डिनाई करती है एक तरफ से। मगर इसके लिए पूरी हम लोग पूरी
आप डिनाई क्या कर रहे हैं अब्दुल बासित जी? और आप डिनाई ये कर रहे हैं कि बिमल यादव की हत्या हुई? आप डिनाई ये कर रहे हैं कि नंदकिशोर यादव की हत्या हुई?
नहीं।
और क्या आप ये कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी के लोग इन दोनों हत्याओं के पीछे हैं?
नंदकिशोर और विमल यादव के साथ पूरा बिहार खड़ा है मैम साहब, पूरा बिल्कुल। इसके लिए प्रायोजित कार्यक्रम चलाए जा रहे हैं बिहार में, जगह जगह सबकी जांच हो रही है। ये बिहार है, ये कोई देश में जहां इनकी सरकारें हैं जिस तरीके से कर रहे हैं, वो बिहार में इनका राग नहीं चल पाएगा। स्पेशली अभी अचानक इन्होंने एक आदमी को उठाया और अचानक इसको जाकर यहाँ का बिहार का चीफ बना दिया। आज सुशील कुमार मोदी टीवी पे नहीं रहते, केवल वही चेहरे टीवी पे हैं जो कि बिहार में ज्यादा सरकार से हटने के बाद और जो है गुंडागर्दी।
अब्दुल बासित जी, आप तो बड़ी सेंसेशनल बात कर रहे हैं
बिहार में।
नहीं, एक मिनट अब्दुल बासित जी, आप बड़ी सेंसेशनल बात कर रहे हैं। आपके जरा अलायंस पार्टनर से पूछ लूं कि वो भी इस बात से तवज्जो रखते हैं या नहीं रखते। अंशुल अभिजीत, here you have the RJD spokesperson saying that the BJP is behind these killings.
Look, what I am trying to tell you is that you are asking the right questions. You can take the government. No, whatever it is. Look, let me be clear in what I have to say, Shreya. You are asking the right questions. It is your duty to take the government to task. I want to assure you that there is no lawlessness in Bihar. The Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Minister, the members of the administration are alert. They are vigilant. Regrettably, that incident has happened. I deeply regret it. My condolences again to the entire family, the newspaper and the fraternity over there. We have assured people that we are on the job. We will catch the culprits and we will bring them to justice. That is what I'm going to say, and that is where the matter should end. You know, this kind of rhetorical lawlessness doesn't help.
Essentially, you're not buying the argument. Essentially, you're not buying the argument that the RJD leader is putting. So that's exactly what I'm saying. You're not buying the argument that the RJD leader is putting here, saying that the BJP is behind it. Anyhow,
the incident has just happened. I do not know any other details apart from what I've reported, what you have reported in the media, right? So let us anything unfold. I am just going to tell you it is not descended into lawlessness, and the administration is alert and vigilant.
Okay, I will give the last word to the Bihar BJP spokesperson on the show. Nikhil Anand, सबसे पहले तो Abdul Basit की बात पे respond कीजिए. He's saying the BJP is behind these killings. I find that a ridiculous statement, but in any case, I think it is up to you to defend your party, not up to me. And secondly, what Anshul Avijit is saying, keep a sense of proportionality. It's not like Bihar is descending into lawlessness just because 2 people have been murdered.
Not a matter of 2 people. Every day, people are killed, butchered, raped, and murder, ransom taking place. And whatever Abdul Basit has said, he is simply confused. He don't have any argument. He does not know the fact. I want to say that the Bihar government and its people, they are in close connivence with the liquor mafia, the mining mafia, the organized crime syndicate, the criminals, and they want to present a very strong face. And people, they want to pretend the people and gain votes. My point is that under the nose of Nitish Kumar, the PFI has spreaded its wing in all the districts of Bihar. NIA is raiding, arresting people, and the religious conversion as well as the cattle smuggling is taking place in a big way. In last 3-4 days, more than 150 cattle were caught and the smugglers were arrested. I want to say that Bihar is slipping out of the hand of Nitish Kumar. There is a confusion, there is a controversy, contradiction between the RJD and JDU. So, and Congress wants to take benefit of it. My point is that Nitish Kumar is a desperate man now, and he is in a hurry. And when we see that in Patna, Nitish Kumar was simply like the convener of the opposition party. When he went to Bengaluru, he came back early before the press conference could be held. And now when he will go to Mumbai, he has only 2 options left. Just to become an assistant of Sonia Gandhi, and second, to become the spokesperson of Rahul Gandhi. Nitish Kumar, his days are over. He should go, either he should resign and go to Ashram, or RJD will throw him out according to the deal and make Tejasvi the CM of Bihar. Nitish Kumar has no option. Now, I have no hesitation to say that government is in close connivence with the bad elements, anti-social elements, and they want to create their political gain popularity by dominating over the people, common people. People of Bihar are in great
I think you've made your point. I think you have made your point. But the one thing I can tell you covering elections in this country is that people do not tolerate a slip in law and order. The number one issue for most common voters, Nikhil Anand and everyone else, is law and order. Am I safe in my home? Are my children safe when they are going to school? Are my parents who stay in their home alone, are they safe? Are there murderers on the loose who will come looking for vulnerable people and kill them? The one thing that people do not tolerate is lawlessness. I hope the Chief Minister of Bihar is taking note. Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath won the election in Uttar Pradesh, mostly, in my view, because of one very important thing. He had managed to control law and order in the state of Uttar Pradesh. That is what everyone across the board had said. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, Nikhil Anand, for joining us, Abdul Basit for joining us, and Anshul Avijit for joining us as well.